Hi guys, I welcome you all to my channel CSNet Lectures. So this session friends is a very important. You know why? Because in this session we are going to cover what are all the important topics of data structures. That is, in brief, I just want to tell you that we are going to discuss about the syllabus which is very vital in data structures. That is, what are all the focus that we must have to make on reading the syllabus of data structures. Okay, so already I have told that we are going to make a smart preparation. We are not going to discuss all the concepts, all the theories and all the headings of data structures, which is very important, only that we are going to focus. Okay, so once you are very thorough in all these important points, I will give surety that you will be able to answer all the questions in a very accurate manner. Okay friends, so without making any delay, we can go for the syllabus discussion, right? So the first important topic is abstract data type. Okay, so what is an abstract data type and what are all its types, what are the important operations that we are going to make? So all those things I have discussed already in a video. Okay, suppose if you didn't watch those videos, I will give the link in the description, you can go and watch it. So under ADT, we are going to see what are all the important points that may be asked and the two types of operations that the ADT is going to make. So that operations are value definition and operation definition. Okay, so under this, if you see, you will get questions only on theory based. Okay, so under this topic, we are going to see what is the meaning of ADT and what are the important hence, and we are going to have a detailed study on what is value definition and what is operation definition, right? So next important topic is stack. So stack seems to be a very vital topic. So without stack questions, there will not be any data structure paper. Okay, so under stack, we are not going to discuss very detailed manner. Okay, so we are going to discuss the meaning of stack, that is important points of stack, and how the stack condition is applied, and what is a push and pop algorithm. That is, algorithm means how it works, and what are all the important conditions and what are all the important points that we are going to show. And then what are all the different types of stack problems that you may get in examination point of view, and what is the way the top pointer is going to work. So all these things we must have to focus, friends, right? So next one is, another important thing is applications. So there are applications of stack which I have told already in a video. Okay, so those applications are very important. So just you must have to remember what are all the different types of stack applications. For example, under postfix evaluation, under recursive function implementations, or under all those things, stack data structure is being used. Okay, so those types of important applications I have given. Okay, so that you must have to remember. Then another question you may get is under time complexity. Okay, so what is a time complexity? So what is a time taken for executing an algorithm? Now, okay, that is called as a time complexity. For example, within a fraction of a second, how the element is inserted. Okay, within a time limit, how the push operation is done. So for each and everything, there is a time that is being calculated. Okay, so that we are going to discuss. That is not in a complete manner. We are going to discuss what is the time complexity for push operation, what is the time complexity for pop operations. So all those things we are going to discuss in brief. Okay, so we are not going to see how the time is calculated. Okay, so that is not needed. Okay, they will ask only what is the time complexity of inserting, pushing, popping, so like this. Okay, so another important topic in stack is, they will ask how a postfix expression is evaluated using stack. So this is a very important heading of stack. So under this you may get question, that is maximum question you may get. Okay friends, then next, so only this we are going to cover in stack. I already made a video regarding with that of stack data structure, so I will give the link in the description, you can go and watch it. Okay, so next is queue. So queue is also a very important topic of data structure. So under Q, we are going to make a clear focus on conditions, same as that of stack. We are going to have a study of how the condition, that is how the front pointer will be pointed, how the rear pointer will be pointed, how we are going to insert the element, how we are going to insert the element at the rear end, how we are going to remove the element from the front end. So all these things we are going to discuss. Okay, and another very important thing is applications of Q. See, what are all the points that I have set for stack data structure, the same is going to get exposed over here. Okay, so next is front and rear. So in this, there are maximum chances for you to get only theoretical questions, friends. So at the minimum, you may get some problems. Okay, so that I will be giving it to you, right? So in this, we are going to have a focus or a knowledge on how the conditions of front pointer and rear pointer is implemented, what is its application, and conditions. Okay, so all those things we are going to study. Okay, that is in a smart way we are going to prepare, right? The next another important topic is circular queue. So under the circular queue, we are going to discuss what is a circular queue, why we are using the circular queue, and then that is advantages and disadvantages of all we are going to study. And there are few formulas of circular queue, that is that formulas may be related to rear, front. Okay, so how we are going to calculate the front position, how we are going to calculate the rear position. So about that we are going to study. Okay, that is under circular queue. We are going to study the few important points related to that of questions and few formula problems. That is, the formula problems also will be very easy, so that I will give you. So related to that of front and rear position we are going to discuss, and some conditions. What is the condition for the queue to be full? What is the condition for the queue to be empty? Okay, is there any chance for inserting an element? Okay, so what is the maximum size of a circular queue? So all these types of questions we are going to discuss under stack and queues. Are you clear? Now next is double-ended queue. So under double-ended queue, friends, I told, isn't it, we are not going to discuss any algorithmic points which is very vague and you cannot able to remember, and also you will be feeling very confused, isn't it? So for that reason only I have listed in before that the important points which we are going to discuss. That's why I am just frequently repeating it to you. Okay friends, so under double-ended queue we are going to discuss about what is the meaning of double-ended queue, what is its advantage and disadvantages, and what is the input and output restrictor, right? So these two things you must have to remember, right? You may not get any problems on double-ended queue. So we are going to give concentration on input restricted and output restricted. Okay. So next is about linked list. So linked list is very important. So under linked list we are going to study, it is a data structure. So we are going to study what is a linked list, what are the different types of linked list available, that is single linked list, double linked list, circular linked list, so like this. So all these things we are going to study. So under that both theory and simple problems we are going to discuss. Okay, how a linked list will be implemented in arrays, then how a linked list is implemented in stack. So all these things I am going to give you some important points. Okay, so that you must have to remember. So it is much more than enough. Okay, so under this also we will have time complexity. So that also we are going to see. So we are going to discuss even time complexity of all these things. Okay, are you all clear? So the next important topic is tree. So trees are very important topic of data structures, friends. So we are going to give an utmost care in preparing these topics. Okay, so it is a very important one. So under tree we are going to discuss about the various concepts of terminologies, that is how a structure of a tree is implemented, what is it and what are the different types of that is operations that are present in trees. So everything we are going to discuss and what all its various types. So under each and every type we are going to discuss not all the informations, the concepts which are very important related to that of examination questions, only that we are going to have a focus. Okay. So under tree, what is the terminology? So terminology is nothing but what is the left subtree, what is the right subtree, what is the children of a tree, what is a root node, what is the height of a tree, what is the level of a particular node, okay, what is the successor of a node, what is the predecessor of a node, what all its siblings, parents. So all those things we are going to discuss in brief. Okay, next we are going to discuss is a binary tree. So this is a very important topic of data structure, and heap tree, it is also very important, and AVL trees, and then we are going to discuss about spanning trees and B trees and B plus trees. So under this different types of trees, we are going to discuss how we are going to construct a binary tree, how we are going to make a different types of important operations, that is question relatedly, what are the different types of operations that we are going to carry out in tree. So all these things we are going to discuss. Okay, so AVL tree, heap tree and binary tree are all very important, friends. So this we are going to have a complete study, right? So next one is tree traversals. So this is also a very important topic of data structures. So tree traversal is nothing but how we are going to visit each and every node in a tree structure. So that we are going to discuss. Okay, so you have different types of traversals, that is in order traversal, pre-order traversal and post-order traversal. So all the different ways of asking questions in tree traversal, so that I am going to give it to you in a brief manner, right? So next is this one, CBT, full binary tree and strictly binary tree. So all these things we are going to have only a little bit of discussion. So what is a complete, CBT stands for complete binary tree. So this, how it is going to get implemented, what is it, and what is what is a node that is being present in CBT, full binary tree, and all these things only we are going to discuss. Okay, so you will get only minimum number of questions in this, so that I will tell you, right? Next is time complexity. So this is also an important one. So for this time complexity, I am going to give you a tabular structure. So under tabular structure, I am going to give you what is the worst case, the best case and average case of all these trees. Okay, just you can have a readout of all those things. Okay, I will explain you and then you can remember it, right friends? So next is binary search. So under binary search, you have two types, that is binary search and linear search. That is in what way we are going to search the elements in a memory. Suppose if an array is given, okay, suppose if the elements are implemented in an array data structure, so how we are going to search those elements? Okay, so that we are going to discuss it here, right? So what is a binary search? So binary search is important, right? So in this we are going to study its meaning, that is important hints of binary search, how to find the mid element of if the elements are given in a sorted order, and how an element, that is a specific element, has to be found, and what is its time complexity. So this only we are going to have a study, friends, right? So next we are going to see what is a linear search and what is its time complexity. Okay, so that we are going to discuss. Okay. So the next important topic of data structure is sorting. So this is a very important topic. So under sorting, we are going to discuss the concepts, that is important points, problems, and how a time complexity is being found for inserting the elements or finding the elements and so on. So under sorting, we are going to discuss about all these types. Okay, bubble sort, insertion sort, selection sort, quick sort, merge sort, heap sort, bucket sorting, radix sorting and topological sorting. Under all these types of sorting, we are going to discuss in brief, that is how it works, that is what is its operation and how we are going to sort the elements and if there is any important formulas, so that we are going to discuss. Okay, only that if we discuss, it is much more than enough, friends. Okay, so the questions will be asked only in this, right? So the next important topic is breadth first search and depth first search. So this also we are going to discuss, that is how to construct the structure of a graph and a tree, and how we are going to search the elements, what is its time complexity. So all these things we are going to have a focus. Okay. So another important topic that we are going to study is graph theories. So under graph theory, we are going to discuss different types of graph, that is directed graph, directed acyclic graph, cyclic graph. So like this there are many graphs. So that we are going to discuss what is what are all the important points that you may get as a question in examination, so that we are going to discuss. So under graph, we are going to discuss about the three important topics. So that is Dijkstra's algorithm, Prim's algorithm, okay, and Hamiltonian graphs. So these are important headings that we are going to have a clear knowledge. Okay, so that is, we are not going to discuss in deep about the algorithm description or so on. That is, what is this Dijkstra's algorithm, how we are going to traverse that graph. So all these things we are going to discuss, friends, right? Are you all clear? So friends, so that's all about the syllabus discussion. So in my video, I am going to cover all these topics in a smart manner, that is in a brief manner, so that you will be feeling it very easy, and also you will have an interest in reading all these topics. Friends, please don't get panic or confused or being depressed by seeing that these are all the different types of headings that are present in data structures. Okay, so since you see the topic seems to be very vast, but if you just go into that and if you study, the things that are present in it will be very easy. So you can able to understand in a very easy manner, friends. Okay, so I will give you surety that you will be having a enjoyment and interest in studying. Okay friends, bye, and we will meet in the next video.